Hey guys, haven't done a video in a couple weeks, so welcome. It's going to be, keep it as short as possible. It's going to be a yoga Pilates combo, mostly Pilates, so a lot of core work, starting with some yoga just to kind of warm everything up. So we're just going to start on our back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, hips distance apart. Lie down. We're just going to go into some pelvic tilts. So right now you're in neutral spine. Hip points are level with your pubic bone. Natural curve of your spine sits on the mat. Take a breath here. As you exhale, you're just going to tuck your tail slightly under. Blow out through your mouth. Connect with your breath. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale, you're neutral. Exhale, tuck it under. So as you tuck under and exhale out through your mouth, think about drawing the belly button to the mat. Tuck it under again. We're just going to do that 3 more times. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale back to center. 1 more time. Exhale. Stay at center. So you're back to a nice neutral spine. And just take your right leg and lift it up to a tabletop position. And then feel the abdominals connect as you bring your left leg up as well. So knees are right over the hip creases, so you've created a 90-degree angle. You're going to have a little space between your legs because we're going to lower and lift, so we're just going to do kind of a marching movement. So you're going to lower your right leg, moving from the hip joint, and then exhale it back up. Inhale, the left leg lowers, tapping the mat. Exhale, back up. So lower, exhale, lift. Lower, exhale, lift. Lower, exhale, lift. So continue with this using the breath, especially as you exhale. Think about drawing that belly to the mat. Feeling the deep abdominals engage with the exhale. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We're going to do 3 more sets. And 2. And 1 more set after this. Lower. Exhale, and lift. Good. Bring the knees to touch. So feel your abdominals kick in again. Even with the legs just holding out in space, you're connecting the abdominals, pulling the belly up and in. Tucking that tailbone under now so you feel even deeper connection. You're engaging the obliques as well. So we're just going to do a little ab prep. Bring your arms long by your side. Just nod your head ever so slightly and lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up off the mat, reaching your fingertips nice and long. And then lower your head, neck, and shoulders down, and then come right back up. Lower back down. Exhale it right back up. Lower back down. Exhale it up and down. Lift it up and down. 1 more time, lift it up. Bring it back down. Keep those knees right over the hip creases. Hands behind your head. Nod your head slightly. Up you go. Now little pulses straight up and down. 2, 3. Your gaze is where the wall and the ceiling meet. So you're not hyperextending your neck. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Here's 1 more. Beautiful. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Lay your head down and shake it out. Good. We're going to do a nice gentle twist. So bring the feet back down onto the mat. Feet are together, knees are together. Open your arms wide to the side. Gently take both knees over to the left side of your mat. As you do, you look over your right shoulder. So be gentle, first twist. Take a breath in the rotation. And then take a breath to bring the legs back to the center, blowing out through your mouth, feeling the belly pulling towards the mat. Drop them over to the other side, looking to the left. Take a breath in the rotation. And then use the breath to bring it back up. 1 more time. Inhale and take it over. Exhaling as you release. Take a breath in the rotation. And then use the breath to come back up one more time, over to the right, looking over to the left. And the breath brings you back to the center. Good. And then walk your feet about the width of the mat and just drop one knee in at a time. So just like a windshield wiper, giving your sacrum a little massage. And the next time you come over to the right side, just push yourself up and around and come to your hands and knees, quadruped position. Continuing to warm up the spine and the core, take a breath and round it out. Scoop the belly up and in, looking between your legs, and then release it through. Inhaling, exhale, round it up. Inhale and release. Exhale and round. Inhale, release. Exhale and round. Release it through. We're going to do one more round. And come back to neutral. Good, and then sit yourself back, sitting back into a child's pose. Walk your hands a little further away from you. Press the fingertips down firmly into the mat. Take a breath here. Feel the length in your spine, drawing the hips towards the heels. And then take a walk with your arms over to the right side of your mat. And then as the hands go to the right, the hips shift to the left, and you feel a nice stretch in the left side of your body. And then walk yourself back through the center, going to the other side, over to the left, and hips to the right. And find your way back to the center, and we're back to our hands and knees. Good. This time you're going to bring your feet or your knees together to touch. Tuck your toes under. Press the floor away. Engage the abdominals by using the breath. Inhaling here, exhale, press away, and draw the belly in as you float the knees up off the mat. Just a few inches. Actually, just 2. Maybe 1 if you can. Pull the belly up, in. And then release it down, relax. Do that again, take a breath. Exhale, press. Lifting those knees up off the mat. Good, and release them back down. And do that one more time, please. Breathe in. Exhale, lift. Good. This time, I want you to start to straighten your legs and press them down towards the mat. So feet are still together to touch. It's a downward facing dog position, but your legs are together as opposed to hips distance apart, just a little different. Take a breath here, and let it out. Making the shape of a mountain, relaxing your head, your neck, your shoulders, pressing through the palms, through the fingertips, spinning the triceps out to the side of the room. And then we're going to start to move through this position. So lift your heels up nice and high, and then draw them back down. Do it again, lift them up, draw it back down. One more time, lift it up, draw it back down. And then you're going to shift your weight forward, so you're going to find yourself into a plank position. You might need to walk your hands a little further, so your wrists are underneath your shoulders. And then lift the hips back up. Downward facing dog with the heels and the feet together. And then we're going to do that again. Lift the heels up and come to that plank position. And feel the belly drawing up and in as you lift those hips up nice and high. Press back, heels to the mat. One more time, lift up and come through into a plank position. Nice. And then find your way back to your downward facing dog. One more breath. Staying with the feet together for now. Relax your head. Shake it out if you need to. And feel the stretch in the backside of the legs. And then come back to that plank position just for a second, and then drop your knees back down so you're back to that hands and knees position. I'm just going to adjust so that my body is still in the camera. And you're going to tuck those toes under again. We're going to do the same exercise we did before, hovering the knees off with adding on a little something to it. Take a breath, press the floor away, lift those knees up off the mat, hover. Feel free to keep the knees down if you need to. Then we're going to take the left leg and lift it and bring it back to where it was. Lift it and lower it and lift it and lower it and lift and lower and lift and lower, lift and lower. Hover that knee 4 more times, and 3 and 2. 1 more. Drop the foot down, drop the knees down. Take a second. We have another side. Take a breath, let it go. And again, press the floor away. Float those knees up. Take that right leg and lift it. Lower, lift. Use the breath. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knee, drop the heel, drop the everything. Sit yourself back. Find yourself back in that child's pose. Walk your hands a little further away from you. Take a breath here and let it go. And 1 more time. Let it go. And then everything's going to come forward. You're going to drop your hips down. Hopefully this feels okay on your lumbar, your lower back. If it doesn't, please do not do it. Always listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right, do not do it. And then shift your hips back. Find your downward facing child pose. 1 breath. And then back. Hips forward. And child's pose. And back to hips forward. This time I want you to keep the hips forward and tuck the toes under. Lift the knees up. Lift the hips up. So you're back to your child's pose. This time you are feet hips distance apart. Take a breath, let it go. And then start to walk your hands towards your feet. So Uttanasana, just a forward fold position. So if you need to bend your knees, if you have tightness in your hamstrings, tightness in your back, if something doesn't feel right, please bend your knees as much as you need to. Let your head hang. Let gravity take you forward. Draw the belly up and in. Don't let it hang out. If you want to grab opposite elbows, ragdoll, go for it. We're going to stay here just 2 more breaths. Good, and then release the hands if they're bound. Toe heel your feet to touch again. If they're not, take a halfway lift, so straightening your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Waking up those hamstrings. Inhale halfway. Exhale, unfold. 1 more time, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And then root down through all 4 corners of your feet and rise up. Sorry, you may lose my upper body, but I'm still here. You're going to take a breath, lift your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, hands to your heart center. Lower back down in that forward fold. Release your hands, take a halfway lift, and fold. Take another halfway lift, stay in your halfway lift, and then walk yourself back out. So find yourself in a plank. So always, if you need to modify plank, you can drop to your knees. So we're going to go into a chaturanga. So lowering your elbows, hovering here. Again, you can drop to your knees And then move into upward facing dog. Knees off, or knees can float down onto the mat, or knees come up off of the mat. And then pike those hips back up, downward facing dog. So we're going to move a little bit quicker. We're going to move into a sun A. So take a breath, let it go. Take another breath and walk your hands to your feet. Your feet to your hands this time. Fold forward, take a halfway lift, fold again. Root down, rise up. Reach both arms high to the sky, hands to your heart center, and fold forward. Halfway lift. Step or hop yourself back. Plank pose. Lower down to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a breath, let it go. Go again. This time you can walk, step, or hop yourself to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift and fold. Root down and rise. Reach both arms high to the sky, hands to your heart as you fold forward. Halfway lift, and step or hop yourself back. Plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing dog. One more time. One breath here. Look forward, step, hop, or float your way to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift and fold. Root to rise. Hands to your heart center, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plank. Chaturanga. Upward and downward. Facing dog. One breath and let it go. Then take your left leg up high to the sky. So right leg anchors down into the mat. Left leg lifts nice and high, 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 stretching it, pressing down into that right foot, pressing down into the palms and the fingertips. And then bend that knee and take your hip and open it up to the side. So fanning it open, maybe rolling around the ankle. And then straighten it, square the hips back off, pull the knee up and in, draw it towards your nose. And then send it up and back. And do it again, pull it up and in, knee to nose. Send it back. Pull it in, knee to nose. Hold the knee to nose right here as best you can, or maybe tap the mat with your knee 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then step the foot between the hands, relax the back knee, the back toe, and find yourself, here's a low lunge. Arms up to the sky. Take a breath, let it go. Do it again. One more time. And then drop the left arm down by your side. The right arm is still reaching up. And you're going to side bend up and over to the left side. So take that right arm and reach up and over. You're still in that low lunge. And then come back to the center. Bring both arms down to frame the front foot. And then you're going to curl the back toes under and lift that back knee up. Keep the right hand down. Now if you need a block, if this doesn't feel right, you can put a block down on the mat and take a twist here. The block can't stay there very long because we're going to move out of this position into a modified side plank. You're going to shimmy the left foot halfway down your mat. You're on the blade edge of the right foot. Here's a modified side plank. You can just stay right here, or you can dip it down and lift it up, and dip it down and lift it up. Dip it one more time, send it back up, and stay here, or maybe you want to stack it up and find yourself into a side plank. Here's core, obliques. Stay here, or give yourself some little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, here's 1. Wherever you are, come to a plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Find upward facing dog. Pike up those hips. Your downward facing dog again. One breath here. Empty it out. And now the right leg's going to lift up and back. Hips are square. Pinky toe spirals down. So feel a stretch in the standing leg. That's the left leg. Pressing through all four corners of that left foot. Lifting that right leg high to the sky, feeling the glute engaged. And then bend that knee and open up the hip. Straighten it back out. Square the hips. Pull the knee to the nose. Send it up and back. And again, knee to nose. And send it back. Knee to nose here, hold it here, hold, 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 or maybe tap the mat with that knee for 3 and 2. Lift 1, hold it up there before you step the foot between the thumbs and relax the back knee and the back toe. And here's that low lunge again. Arms up high to the sky. Feel the opening in the hip flexor on the left side. And then you're going to release the right arm down by your side. Keep the left arm lifted. Take a breath and side bend up and over to the right side. And find your way back to the center. Frame the front foot. Curl the toes under of the back foot. Lift the back knee. We're going to do that twist again. So left hand stays down and twist over to the right. So again, this is where your block would be. If you need it, you can put it in any size depending on the length of your arm, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then, sorry about my back, but we're going to go into a modified side plank. On the blade edge of the left foot, the right knee is bent, pressing through the bottom foot, or the right foot, I should say. Staying here, where you can dip it down and lift it up, and dip it down and lift it up, and dip and lift. So either stay here or stack it up. And if you want to add a little bit more fun, little pulses, oblique, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wherever you are, you're going to find your way back to a plank or a modified plank. You're going to find your way into your chaturanga. Elbows hug that rib cage. Can you hold it this time? Engage the thighs. Tuck the tailbone under. Work those strong tricep muscles. And then upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here, and let it go. And then take that right leg back up high to the sky, right leg this time. We're going to draw the knee to the nose again. Pull it up and in, knee to nose. Send it back. Knee to nose. Send it back. Knee to nose. This time, you're going to do like a pendulum. So keep that knee lifted. Try to get it above the elbow. Tap the right tricep. Tap the left, the right, the left, the right, the left, the right, the left. This is enough. The left. Step it through. This time you're going to be in a high lunge. So, back knee is off the floor, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, feel free to do what's right for your body. Take one breath here, let it go. 90-degree angle with that front knee. The knee is right over the heel. And then you're going to open it up, find a warrior 2. So spin blade edge of the left foot. Open up the arms, warrior 2. And then straighten that right leg and lift both arms high to the sky. Sorry, you can't see my arms. They're just lifting to the ceiling, and then lower back down. And lift. Amateur video. You get what you pay for, right? Lift it back up and lower back down. Stay here. And then you're going to go into a side angle pose. So bring your right forearm to the inside of your right thigh. Take that left arm up high to the sky. And if you're yogis and you practice frequently, you can bring the arm up and over towards the ear. So try not to just rest here. This is not just hanging out resting. You're just kind of laying it down, keeping it aligned right where it needs to be. Take another breath. And then you're going to take everything back to warrior two. Keep that knee bent. I know it's starting to kick in. Quad. And then take a reverse. So left arm reaches down your left leg. Right arm reaches up and over your head. And then windmill to frame out that front foot. Pivot the back foot. Take that right knee. Remember how we got it there? Knee to nose, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then plank pose, chaturanga, upward facing, downward facing dog. One breath here. Empty it out. Take the left leg up high to the sky. Pull the knee to nose. Send it up and back. Knee to nose. Send it back. Knee to nose, hold, hold, hold. Remember the pendulum. To the left, to the right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Let's do another one. Pull it in. Step it through. Find your low lunge position. Low lunge. Arms reach up high. So I'm just going to turn around so that I can face the camera. And maybe you can see a little bit more of me. So that right knee is bent 90 degrees. And then we're going to open it right up. So spin the back leg open. You're on the blade edge of the right foot. Arms are parallel. And then straighten that front leg and reach those arms high to the sky. And then exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. One more time. I don't remember how many did, but this sounds about right. Counting's never been my strong suit. And then we're going to go into extended side angle. Elbow towards the thigh, bicep up and over towards the ear, or it can be straight up to the ceiling. Spinning the heart open. Keeping that knee bent. Not always easy. Feel the sensations. Feel the muscles working, kicking in, and stay with your breath. And then find your way back to the warrior arms. Keep the legs the same, and then reverse. So right arm goes down, left arm up and over towards your ear, and stretch out that side body. Good, and then windmill the arms to frame the front foot. Pivot that back foot. Pull the knee up and in towards the nose. Remember how we got there. Step the foot back. Here's our plank pose. Lower chaturanga. Hold the chaturanga. Tuck the tail. Engage those triceps. Get them working. Hold 3. Hold 2. And again 1. And come up to upward facing dog. And if you want to add an in-between low push-up to high push-up, and then find your downward facing dog. Take a breath, let it go. Good, and we're going to run through that quickly without as much core. So take the right leg up and back, pull the knee to the nose, step it through, pivot the back foot, and we're going to come up into right into warrior 2. Sorry, I'm skipping the low lunge. And then go back into an extended side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh, bicep up and over towards the ear, if that's right for your body. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, arm can go down to the mat or to a block. And then we're going to come right back around, right into a reverse warrior, exalted warrior. And then do that again, extended side angle pose, keep the legs right where they are, and then warrior, reversing. And then windmill it out. Frame the front foot, pivot the back foot, pull the knee to the nose, lower down, vinyasa through, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog, right to the other side, lift that back leg up, send it through. Pivot the back heel, right into warrior two pose. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior, arms move, legs stay right where they are. And extended side, maybe deeper. And find that exalted reverse warrior. Windmill it out, frame the front foot, pivot the back, knee to nose, send it back, chaturanga, upward facing, tuck the toes if you want to add a low to high downward facing dog. One breath here, empty it out. Good. And then look forward, however you want to get to the top of the mat. Step, hop, float, fly. Halfway lift and fold. Root to rise. Reach both arms up and back. Hands to your heart center. And then you're just going to sit back. So chair pose, sitting back in the chair. Bring your arms right by your ears. Tuck your tail under. Feel the abdominals kick in. So this is chair pose. Pretty simple. Take 3 more breaths. Making sure you can see your toes. Drawing the belly in. And then sit back deeper, deeper. Sit back deeper. Sit back deeper. Sit back deeper. And sit until you're on your bum. Okay, feet hips distance apart, arms extend straight out in front of you. Take a breath here. Tuck your tail, scoop your belly in, round out your spine, and then come back up. Stack it up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck it under. Keeping it tucked under this time. And then bring your right leg up. Hold on to your right hamstring. Bring your left leg up. Hold on to your left hamstring. Bring the legs to touch. So tail's tucking under, belly's pulling in, knees are bent. Now lift the chest up nice and high so the back is straight, but you're rounded in your lower spine. Reach those arms forward, or maybe up towards the ceiling, or maybe they want to stay holding onto your hamstrings. If you have flexibility in your hamstrings by now, you can extend the legs. Navasana, boat pose. Hold for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2, and hold for 1. And then pull the knees to the chest. And give yourself a couple rock and rolls. So rock it back, and up, and rock. Not rocking on your neck, just rocking to your shoulder blades. One more time. Come up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. And then take your left leg out. Hold on to your right knee. We're going to slowly, with control, roll down to the mat, bone by bone. Ready? One bone at a time. Not an easy task. I'm just going to scooch up a little bit so I can be seen in case you need to see me. And then you're just going to switch. Switch. So you're up. Head and neck and shoulders are up off of the mat. Base of your shoulder blades. And breathe. Breathing for 2 counts and out for 2 counts. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, exhale. Breath in and out. 2 more times and out. Last set, breath in, breath out. Come to tabletop and lay your head back down. So we're going to move into a double leg stretch. That was a single leg stretch. So hands are going to come on either sides of your knees. Nod your head, lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up off of the mat. Belly's drawing in. You're going to bring your arms just straight towards your ears and then sweep them around a big circle. Reach, sweep. Reach, sweep. Reach, sweep. Reach, sweep. Reach, hold. Now send the legs out. Back is flat on the mat. So legs can go high, they can go low. Pull it back in, sweep. Arms, legs, hold. Exhale it in. Arms, legs, hold. Exhale it in. 3 more. You can do this. Arms reach. Legs stretch. Hold. Exhale. It's in. Arms. Legs. Hold. Come on in. One more time. Arms. Send the legs. Hold. Pull it in. Keep it in. And let your head go. Shake it out. Good. Keep losing you here. Bring your hands behind your head. Bring your legs to tabletop, please. Tuck that tailbone under. Belly draws in, just like we did earlier. Extend the left leg away from you. Lift your head, your neck, your shoulders, and twist over to the bent knee. And just hold for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring everything back to the center. Don't lay your head down if you don't have to. Extend the right leg and twist up and over to the bent knee. And hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. Here's the center. Hold it. Send the left leg away. Rotate up and over to the right and hold for 3. And 2. Hold for 1. You're back to the center. Switch sides. Reach. Up and over you go and hold for 3. Hold for 2. Here comes 1. Come back to the center. Switch up and over to the right. Hold for 1 breath. Switch to the left. Hold for 1 breath. Switch to the right. 1 breath. Here comes the left. 1 breath. Now, double time, quickly. Keep going. Burn it out. We have 10. We have 9. 8. 7. 6. 5 more. 4. Here's 3. 2. 1. Back down you go. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Let it go. And then bring your arms down or hands underneath of your sacrum, just giving yourself a little support. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. So think about heels to heaven. So feet are flexed and literally lift your heels up to the sky. Draw your belly up and in. This is deep abdominal work. Upper body's going to stay right where it is. Lift. Lift. Use the breath. Exhale as you lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Intense. You have 4 more in you. Yes, you do. All lower. One more time. Beautiful. Keep those legs right where they are. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. Lift up. Can you reach for your toes? Maybe. But I would like you to take your right hand and reach to the outside of the left foot. And then switch. And switch. And switch. Keep the legs still. You're coming up to the feet. Reach. 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 Almost there. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay your head down. If you need to bend your knees and give yourself a little hug, well, by all means, please do so. Shake out your head as well. And then both legs come straight up to the sky again. Hands behind your right hamstring, and as you let your left leg drop to the mat. Sorry, not to the mat, to a hover. Tuck your tailbone under, belly pulling in. Nod your head, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, and walk your hands higher up that right leg, and scissor the legs, pulse, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Pulse it out, switch, and switch. Now you can make this just a little bit more challenging. You can extend your arms straight out or hands behind the head. Pulse, switch, switch, switch. Keep breathing. Hands here, or switch and switch. Whatever works for you. Finish up for 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Last set right here. Beautiful. Legs up, head down, knees in, and hug it out. And let's take a little gentle twist again. So drop both feet back down onto the mat. Open your arms wide to the side. Gently drop both knees to the left as you look to the right, and 1 breath. And use the breath to come back to the center and switch. Good, come back to the center using the breath, and we're just going to take it over, not holding, and over, not holding, and over, not holding. This next time, take it over, and you're going to flip yourself all the way around, and I'd like you on your belly. So I will flip around so I am on the camera. So, core is also the back side of your body. So you're going to bring your arms so the elbows are coming out of your shoulders, so you're making a goalpost shape with your arms. Belly's drawing up and in, feet or hips distance or a little wider if they need to be. So first thing is, we're going to take a breath and you're going to draw your belly up and in. Up and in, up and in. So trying to pull the belly button away from the mat. The next breath is going to lift everything up off the mat, so you're engaging the whole back body. Lower back down. Exhale it up. Inhale it down. Exhale it lifts. Inhale it lowers. Exhale it lifts. Inhale it lowers. Exhale it up. And down. And lift it up. And lower it down.
Let's do 3 more like that. 2 and 1. Lower down, take a second to breathe. And then lift everything back up again. Again, pubic bone is down, belly's button is drawing up and in, away from the mat. Lift everything up so you're hovering right in that same position. And then reach your arms up and over your head and draw your elbows down towards your ribs. Reach forward, exhale, pull back. Reach, exhale, draw down. Reach, exhale, draw down. Reach, press. Reach, press. Reach and press. 3 more. And 2. Last time. Pull it down, keep it down. Now bring your arms straight, reaching your fingertips towards your toes. Maybe lifting a little teeny bit higher. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Hold for 1. And then lower everything back down onto the mat and take a breath. Let it go. And bring your arms back around.
And prop yourself up onto your forearms. So getting a little stretch here in the front side of your abdominals, still some extension in your spine. And just stay right here and enjoy this stretch. Or if you're comfortable, you can walk your hands a little further away and out wide, about the width of the mat or even wider, and press through your palms as you lift all the way up. It's a sort of a swan position modified. So relaxing into the back body. And then come back down to your elbows. And then come back up if you're comfortable. And then come back down. So we're back, everyone's on their elbows, right, or their forearms. Bring your elbows in so elbows are in line with your shoulders. You're going to tuck both toes under, I'm tucking them under, and you're going to come up to a plank position. So you can feel free to just stay here holding your plank if this is right for you. If you need to drop a knee, drop a knee. Otherwise, if you can join me, you're going to drop both hips over to the left side, tapping the mat, and then take the hips to the right side and tap. So left, center, right, center. Left, center, right, center. Left, right, left, right, left, center, right, center, left, center, right, center. Keep going, or hold plank. 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And right from here, you're going to lift your hips up. So this is a dolphin pose in yoga. If this doesn't feel right for you, you can press right into down dog. Or stay in your dolphin. Hold a couple breaths here. We're almost there. And then if you are in downward dog, stay there. And other folks come to downward facing dog. Straighten both arms. And then walk yourself back so you find a full plank. Okay, so here we are, full plank. Elbows and wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to go into a side plank. So you can modify if you choose. Side plank. You can drop the knee, okay? You can stack the hips. You can stagger the feet. You can come to your elbow. We're going to add a little bit to this, hand behind the head, and bring the right leg up and pull it in. And pull it in. Pull it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center, plank pose. You have another side, flip it around, do what's right for you. Sorry for my back, we're almost done. Let's do this 10 more. 9, oops, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down on 1, come back to center, downward facing dog. Take a breath, empty it out. One more time. And then come to your knees. Hands and knees. Last exercise. Favorite one, final one. Okay, so knees are a little bit closer together, but they don't have to be touching. We're going to start at that little hover. So toes are tucked, knees hover. So remember we pulled and lifted the leg. This time we're going to pull it in and send it out. Pull it in, send it out. 3 more, come on. Not easy. Knees drop for a second, take a breath. Here we go. Hover them. Lift that left leg. Ready? It's in, it's out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Drop the knees, relax the toes, and have a seat back to your hips. Walk your hands out. Child's pose. Take a breath. Let it go. And finish up however you'd want to finish. You want to get on your backs in Shavasana. If you want to stretch out, please take the time to do that. I don't want to take any more of your time. I hope everybody's well, and I hope that we can soon see each other. Take care. Till next time.